And a warm welcome to you from Azadlik Square, heart of Baku and home, of course, to the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. With high speeds, tight corners and few runoff zones, many are expecting a safety car here today, so our drivers will have to stay very much on their toes and hopefully away from the barriers. Baku City Circuit then, an unpredictable 3.7-mile track around the streets of the Azerbaijan capital. 20 turns for our drivers to navigate today, including the infamous Turn 8, one of the tightest and most challenging corners of the season. And it's an absolute pleasure to be joined once again by Anthony Davidson. Let's talk about Mercedes. We have a number of changes to the aerodynamic regulations this year, and the sides haven't looked good for them so far in terms of getting to grips with those changes.
There are a few downcast looks within the team this weekend. I think they've been hit fairly hard by the new regs. But this is only the first step down a long road of development, and even if they don't maximise their points today, there are plenty more up for grabs this season.
Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks for today's race. Mr. Monaco lines up on pole position, edging out Sergio Perez, who lines up P2. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Gasly, Albon, Charles Leclerc and Verstappen, Magnussen, Butler, Sainz and Lando Norris, Ricciardo, Hülkenberg, Lewis Hamilton and Bottas, Kvyat, Vettel, Antonio Giovinazzi and Kimi Raikkonen. Russell and Lucas Weber completes the grid. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track.
After your podium last race, there's a lot of expectation in the team. Let's push for a points finish and see where we end up. Our system checks are good. We need to stay in formation and start bringing the car up to temperature, please. Get some load into the tyres and work the brakes. We want them nice and warm by the end of the lap. Okay, we should be good on tyres for a while. The wear doesn't seem too bad at the moment. Just take care when you load them up. Brake hard into the next couple of corners. The brakes are running too cold. Conditions look stable at the moment. No rain currently expected. Pit window opens in 5 laps time. 5 laps. Okay, tyres still looking good, Nick. Let's keep them that way for as long as we can. Quick tyre update for you. Everything's looking nice and tidy on our end. Let us know if you start to feel any issues. Try to warm up the brakes, brake hard in the next few corners. Keep an eye on the lights. The start sequence will begin as soon as the grid has formed. Be ready with the clutch. labelled DRS. DRS is now available. Some gearbox wear, try to keep your number of shifts to a minimum. They look okay for now, but we can see the wear. If you can't feel it already, then you'll certainly start too soon. Just be careful. Check your MFD for a new strategy option. When approaching the pit window, you'll be on the hards. Copy. We'll be doing one more stop today. One stop left in our strategy. Your pit window opens next lap. Tyre situation. We're good for the time being, but you are going to start to notice the wear, so make sure it doesn't catch you out. The brakes and tyres are starting to overheat. You need to ease off in the corners. Okay, this set of tyres is pretty much spent, I think. You should be able to wring a bit more out, but it won't be long before they fall away from you entirely. The gap to the car ahead is 2.5 seconds. Your tyres and brakes are getting too hot. Try and be less aggressive through the corners. Okay, you only have to stop once now. One stop left. Your pit window opens next lap. Pit window open. Let's box this lap. Confirmed. We'll receive you at the end of this lap. Set of rubber is looking a bit worse for wear at this point. It's not going to be long before it falls away from us completely. Stay alert. The brakes and tyres are starting to overheat. You need to ease off in the corners. Box this lap, please. Understood, stopping this lap. Go now. Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit. You'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross over into the track. Okay, we're not seeing any issues with tyre wear right now. You should have good grip for a while yet. Your tyres and brakes are getting too hot. Try and be less aggressive through the corners. Okay, the boots aren't looking too warm at this point. We should have plenty of life left in them. Let's make sure we keep managing them properly. Your tyres and brakes are getting too hot. Try and be less aggressive through the corners. We're happy with the current tyre condition. They should last a while yet, so don't worry about them. Tyres and brakes need cooling. Go easy into the next few corners, please. Fuel target is +2. Let's move to mix 2 or 3, please. Data shows the tyres are okay right now. We anticipate good levels of grip for the next few laps at least. Gap to car in front is 22.9 seconds. Condition seems a-okay to us on the wall here. Let us know if you feel them going off too much. Alright, we expect these tyres to be good for a while yet. Just be careful with them in the high speed.
Congratulations to Alfa Romeo then for their excellent win today. Anthony Davidson, how do you think they were able to set themselves apart today?
Well, this was a real team victory. They put together a solid strategy today that appeared well suited to the conditions out on track. The driver did everything that was expected of them in the moment to really execute the team's plan to perfection, a shining example of how F1 really is a team sport.
Alfa Romeo have been winning fans the world over with their brilliant driving, showing that they're a force to be reckoned with out there on the track. They'll certainly be building on that fan base after today's excellent result. So let's review the updated drivers' standings. Max Verstappen should be pleased with his performance, making gains at the top of the table. Let's focus on the driver of the day. Anthony Davidson, who do you pick?
I think it's got to be Lucas Weber. Time and time again, he proves that he's someone who can quietly get the job done, and that's exactly what he's done today.
It's time to check out the constructors' standings. Alfa Romeo moves even further clear of the competition. There was also a strong showing from the Mercedes team today as they make their way up the standings. Well, Ant, an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.